Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca Young, and in this video I'm going to give you a glimpse at Madison, Virginia, my tiny hometown. I actually moved one county over right at the beginning of the pandemic, but I've been returning frequently this summer for an internship. And the location of this internship is actually what I'll be focusing on for this video, a place called Courthouse Square. So my internship is housed right in the center of Main Street in this very small town. I work in number 2 South Main Street, better known as the War Memorial Building. This building was dedicated in 1935 and has housed several county and state organizations through its history. True to its name, there is a Confederate War Memorial right outside the front door. This monument is to an unnamed Confederate soldier and has an inscription that reads, "Madison County Confederate Dead. Plant the fair column over the vacant grave. A hero's honor let a hero have." It also has the years of the Civil War engraved into the front. So if you look where this little arrow is pointing, you'll see a tiny window behind the soldier, and that looks directly into my office, where I have spent most of my time this summer. Here is the view from my office looking out. You'll notice from the back view of this monument that the Confederate soldier is facing another large brick building across the street. This is our courthouse. I'd like to take a moment just to let that imagery sit. Madison has a war memorial building guarded by a Confederate soldier, which overlooks the courthouse. So on the other side of this is another much smaller monument. A four-sided memorial to the Madison veterans who served in both World Wars, the Vietnam and Korean Wars, and Operation Iraqi Freedom. I think it's worth noting that this monument is significantly smaller and less central than the other monument, despite it being more of a memorial to the named veterans of Madison County. And it also appears to glorify the wars much less, instead focusing on the veterans. And it has an inscription with all of their names and to all veterans who honorably served their country. So you may not be surprised to learn that Madison is a county with an unfortunate history of racism, like much of Virginia and the rest of the South. Today, our demographics are still overwhelmingly white, Christian, and conservative. Though rates of crime and explicit racial discrimination are pretty low here now, implicit bias and closet racism is still very prevalent, and I wouldn't even be able to tell you the number of Confederate flags I pass on my drive home any given day. And here is a picture of our annual summer fair parade, which didn't happen this year, of course, being led by someone with a Confederate flag, as it always is. However, the last few months have shown a surprising positive trend in anti-racism and support for movements like Black Lives Matter here. Last month, hundreds of people from all demographics in Madison marched down Main Street as part of a rally and a protest in support of the movement. And honestly, I was blown away by that kind of support being openly displayed in Madison. And since then, everything has gone kind of quiet once again. And to my knowledge, there are no movements to relocate or alter anything about the War Memorial Building or Courthouse Square and its contents. There were also several counter-protesters harassing the movement from a gun store on Main Street when it took place, but I still think it's noteworthy that this event took place and drew so much attention and support in the first place. Now, as one more added layer to the already complex situation encapsulated in Courthouse Square, there is one more monument in this area, an informational memorial marker sign dedicated to Corporal Clinton Greaves. Now, Corporal Clinton Greaves was a black man likely born into slavery in Madison County, who then served in the U.S. military after being freed. While serving, he famously led a group of soldiers in a conflict against Native Americans, which is a whole nother conversation, that eventually won him a Congressional Medal of Honor for extraordinary heroism. Now, this black man's memorial marker is in the same square as that of a towering Confederate soldier, next to a sidewalk that recently saw a march in protest of present-day racial inequality. It's honestly incredible to me that this one courtyard space so efficiently displays the complexities my town's history as well as our current state of being in regard to issues of race. I've been past here thousands of times in my life, and to this day, I don't think I've been able to fully unpack it all myself. So in any case, I can tell I've gone on long enough about this, but thank you very much for listening, and I would love to know your thoughts on this space. So please share what comes to mind for you. Thank you.